Welcome to Wager Talk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Dave Koken at Dave Koken on Twitter and Adam Trigger at Top Flight SI. Make sure you're giving both these guys a follow. They both give out a ton of free information on their Twitter pages as well as over at wagertalk.com. All right, we're going to the ACC here. We've got Florida State at Boston College. Boston College opened a 3-point favorite here. This one's down to 1.5 at most spots on the Wager Talk odds screen. Dave, you said you like a side here. I want to hear who it is.
It's Boston College. I don't agree with the line movement that showed early in this game. You can call it sharp market money if you want. It doesn't mean it's going to be winning market money. I think the spot clearly favors Boston College. Team has forward momentum right now since Jerkovich reappeared at quarterback after the thought process was that he might be out for the season. BC's put 2 good games together. They're now bowl eligible, and I suppose you could say, well, they've accomplished what they wanted to and might flatten out here. I don't buy that. I think they're a team that is moving forward and wants to continue to play well here. Home field advantage isn't bad. And for Florida State, there's no guarantee they're going to go flat because they are off a good win. But I think there's a good chance they will be a little bit level here, if you will. Look, that's a great win for them last week. It's been a trying season for the Seminoles, but they had a nice lead against Miami, blew it, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter, kick a field goal with about 4 minutes left to go in the game, and they'd get the winning touchdown on a nice drive with about a half a minute left to play in the game. That's a win over a rival. Next week, they play Florida. Not sure what this game means to a Florida State team that really isn't going anywhere. And they have to make the trek up the East Coast to Boston College. Not exactly an area they really are going to get excited about going to. I think Boston College is the better team right now. I think they've got the momentum. I think the spot favors BC, and my money's on Boston College as well.
Adam, I'm with Dave. I think Boston College is the only way I can lean in this one. And to kind of back up what Dave said, I just found a nice little nugget from our friend Mark Lawrence. 2-14 against the spread. The Noles are after a straight up underdog win. So they're not great at stringing back-to-back underdog wins together. And I'm with him. I think it's going to be kind of one of those weird weekends in Boston. Not terrible weather, but for the team from Tallahassee, it might be just a little chilly.
Yeah, Cal, I'm riding with you, Dave, my Siena College alumni, Jeff Halfley, coach of Boston College, who I love. And I've liked this Boston College team all year. I am almost certain, I'm willing to say with certainty that if Jerkovich did not get hurt, that this team would not have lost 4 straight games. As soon as he came back, the offense didn't light it up against Virginia Tech, but there's just a calm to them now when they have the football that wasn't there in the games that he was out. Last week, the offense did get going, put 41 points up on Georgia Tech. They're just such a better football team with him back in the mix. Dave touched on it. Tough spot for Florida State. They get the big win last week. They have Florida next week, another big rivalry game. And then they have to come all the way up here to Boston in the middle of November, which is tough in its own right for teams from the South. So that the spot definitely favors BC. I can't understand why the sharp action is on Florida State either. It's probably the only thing that has kept Boston College off my official card yet, because I don't really like to bet in to moves like that. But I pretty much agree with everything Dave said. I mean, Boston College right now, I feel like they're the better team. Florida State has come on a little bit of late, but I really like this Boston College team with Jerkovich under center. They're just a more. It helps the defense because the offense can actually keep the football. So it really just makes everything better for Boston College. And again, I think they'd probably be more like 7-3, 8-2 at this point had he not gotten hurt. So Boston College up here in the chilly Northeast on Saturday is the way I would look in this game.
And one quick note on the sharp action. There's 2 reasons that you shouldn't really be worried about it. One, you're getting a better number now than you did before the sharp action showed up. And the second is, if you've had a winning year in closing line value in college football, you're in the red, because closing line value has been a stone cold loser this year in college football. I know. I've been on too many of those that went the wrong way.
Dave, we all have some of those CLV trophies posted up in our office from this year, particularly in the NFL. For myself, I'm with you. The line movements have not been favorable. So all those people holding those FSU trophies, don't cash those tickets yet. We have a team ticket on Boston College. Thank you to Dave. Thank you to Adam. Again, make sure you're following both those guys on Twitter and head over to our WagerTalk YouTube channel. Make sure you check out all of our other game videos.